Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
And I'm Susan.
Hello, Susan.
Hello, Michael.
I'll tell you, this week in Falmouth's going to be, well, this week in this country is going to be better than it was last week, I hope, right?
Yeah, it was remarkable.
Yeah, it really was. So
Yeah.
hopefully you get a list of fun-filled, action-packed things to do this week.
There's a lot of different things this week, a lot of educational business stuff, and then a lot of other stuff to do too. There's quite a few things going on. You know, people have really taken to the Zoom platform and they're planning all kinds of stuff on Zoom. So
Zoom,
we're gonna,
Zoom. And who'd think when we were kids, it was just a show.
yeah.
A show, right? Who remembers Zoom?
Yeah, I do.
Zoom. And now look, 30 years, what am I saying? 40 years later, right?
For me, more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start out with Cape Cod SCORE. They're having a cybersecurity webinar on Tuesday, January 12th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. This is, of course, virtual. And in fact, most of these things are virtual. They're most of them through Zoom or some online streaming, YouTube, website, things like that. In today's remote world, we are becoming more reliant on the internet, e-commerce, and communicating electronically. Tell me about it. So cybersecurity is more important than ever. So this next one is a fun thing. This is brought to us by the Falmouth Community Media Center, Tuesday, January 12th through February 16th. This is 6 Tuesdays, 7 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. And this is through Zoom, the Falmouth Ukulele Project. So while you've been stuck there at home, if you've thought, oh my God, I need to learn the ukulele, this is the program for you.
A tribute to Tiny Tim and Ralph Herbst, right? There you go.
Yeah, it offers ukulele classes taught by noted local musician Steve Gregory and is intended to provide a fun, creative, and educational activity during this COVID-19 pandemic. You have to supply your own ukulele.
Where do you get that?
Well, where do you get a ukulele?
It's got to be somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah, a music store or
try to find it locally now. Don't go to Amazon right away.
Exactly.
Try to see. There's music stores on Cape Cod. Okay.
So Steve Gregory is the founder of the Katuitt Center for the Arts Ukulele Orchestra and has been a music instructor at SCORE Music Studios in Sandwich since 2006. And so for all of these things that we're talking about, you can go to our website or their websites for information on how to register and what the costs are and all that kind of stuff.
Pretty cool. You know, it'll be interesting, all these different skills that people are going to acquire coming out on the other side of the COVID. Wow, I learned this, or I never thought I could do that. Hey, you know, think about it, a lot of education.
Yeah. This is not their first ukulele class, so I gotta believe the last one was successful if they're doing it again. So,
I love it. That's awesome.
Maybe we'll have a big reception at the end of the summer or something.
I love it. All right.
On Wednesday, January 13th from 9 to 11 o'clock, this is again a Zoom, Cape Cod SCORE Renewed Payroll Protection Loan Program discussion.
Yep.
So if you don't know about it, they've reopened the PPP. In fact, it was today. We sent out an email earlier about it.
Right. Right.
And so this is a discussion on that by the things that you need to do to qualify for and apply for the payroll protection program, loan program.
And that information I know is coming to us daily, and I know you're getting it out daily. Today's really reserved for more community-based organizations and all. Over the next couple of days, it'll start opening up to local banks and everything else. So just keep watching because it's going to change. It'll be a moving target this week. A lot more information coming out through the floodgates. I know that for first time applicants, it's pretty straight and narrow. But as far as like repeating this, there are some criteria that you have to meet. So attending this Zoom Q&A and presentation would be very, very important.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Helps you know the kind of paperwork you have to get in order and all that kind of stuff in order to qualify. January 13th through the 20th, 2 Wednesdays, QuickBooks for the Workplace, offered by the Cape Cod Community College Center for Corporate and Professional Education. Learn how you can track your accounts, receipts, statements, payables, inventory, and receivables. Designed for small to mid-sized businesses that want to use software with a traditional approach to accounting.
Nice.
On Wednesdays, January 13th through March 17th, or Thursdays, January 14th through the 18th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m., the Cape Symphony is presenting a night at the symphony class. The Wednesdays will be in person up at the Falmouth campus, and the Thursdays will be by Zoom.
Okay.
So anyway, have you ever wished you could follow the musical structure of a symphony like a trained professional? This is
Yes,
a 10-week. Yes,
I actually have.
yes. Well, this is a 10-week course available in Falmouth and on Zoom, which focuses exclusively on the symphony.
And that must be limited, right? The in-person one must be a limited number of
Yeah,
people.
they're going to do the social distancing. It's a
First
limited
come,
number.
first serve.
First
So
come,
if you're
first serve.
interested,
yeah,
jump on.
And no previous musical experience is required. It's suitable for all levels.
Excellent.
Yeah. Wednesday, January 13th, 12 to 1 o'clock, Cape Cod SCORE is presenting a virtual program. Pictures speak louder than words, the power of visuals in your marketing. People retain only 10% of information they hear or read, but include an image with that same information and they'll remember 65%, even 3 days later.
Yep.
Brian Kaplan, speaker for Grow with Google, an award-winning digital marketing specialist, unveils how to engage your leads and prospects with quality visual content.
Excellent. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Isn't that what they say? On
Somebody
Wednesday,
knew something with that.
Yeah. On
That's
Wednesday, January 13th from noon to 1 o'clock by Zoom, the Falmouth Museums on the Green is presenting a virtual talk, Uncrowned Queen with Nicola Tallis, the life of Margaret Beaufort, mother of the Tudors. Against a lavish backdrop of pageantry and ambition, court intrigue and war, historian Nicola Tallis illuminates how a dynamic, brilliant woman orchestrated the rise of the Tudors. In 1485, Henry VII became the first Tudor king of England. Lady Margaret Beaufort schemed to install her son on the throne and end the War of the Roses.
Right.
Right.
Great story.
And
that's
so
awesome. That'll be fun. Yeah.
It will, won't it? On Wednesday, January 13th from 6 to 7 p.m. by Zoom, Cape Cod Community College Center for Corporate and Professional Education is presenting Addiction Recovery Coach Pre-Certification and Wellness Training Virtual Information Session. If you plan on taking the Addiction Recovery Coach Pre-Cert and Wellness Training, you must attend the virtual information session. There is a prerequisite that you be someone in recovery with at least 9 months of sobriety and individuals with lived experience.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, January 13th, 7 to 8:30 p.m. by Zoom, the St. Barnabas Memorial Church is presenting as part of their public meeting series, What is the Climate Emergency? Part 1, Where Are We Now? Falmouth and 11 other Cape Cod towns have declared climate emergencies in 2020. St. Barnabas will host a public series aimed at building consensus and common understanding about the state of the planet.
Mm-hmm. Good. Very important.
Yeah, very, very much so.
And obviously living here with WHOI and MBL and the other oceanographic
and right
research institutions, I think we get a leg up on what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
Get some real professional opinions coming our way. So
we have access. We have access to a lot of information. Yeah.
All this and more, even science. We've got it all in Falmouth. It's amazing.
Got it all, yeah. We do live in a very vibrant community.
Very, very vibrant. Very cool place to live, for sure.
On Thursday, January 14th, from noon to 1:45 p.m., Cape Cod SCORE by online is presenting business planning the simpler way, which is also in Spanish. So
That's
it'll be
great.
a
Yeah.
it'll be a workshop that explores a simplified means of business and strategic planning through the use of the business model canvas. Participants will leave with a knowledge of the essential business elements and activities to increase revenues and manage costs. And there will be a live Spanish translator for those people who feel more comfortable doing this in Spanish.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
On Thursday, January 14th, from noon to 1 o'clock, Cape Cod Community College Center for Corporate and Professional Education by Zoom is presenting Brian Kaplan again, speaker for Grow with Google, Make Your Website Work for You. It's an info-packed webinar dedicated to growing your business online. It's a 45-minute webinar. You'll discover how to create a search-friendly website that drives user action and supports your goals.
Perfect.
On Thursday, January 14th, 6 p.m., the Falmouth Jewish Congregation is presenting by Zoom their book council virtual author talk. Eitan Hirsch, Politics is for Power, How to Move Beyond Political Hobbyism, Take Action, and Make Real Change. He is a Tufts University political scientist. This is a stimulating talk about how to truly have an impact on politics based on his recent book, Politics is for Power, etc. And it's a partnership between the Falmouth Jewish Congregation, the Vilna Shul in Boston, and the Worcester JCC. Register in advance. There's a website which you can get through our website or through the Jewish Congregation website to register.
It's a timely topic.
It certainly is. Politics is just about everything these days, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
On Thursday, January 14th from 7 to 8:30, Falmouth Museums on the Green by Zoom is offering another virtual talk, Marooned, Jamestown, Shipwreck, and a New History of America's Origin with Joseph Kelly. Legend goes that the colony in Jamestown was a false start. It's often told as a cautionary tale of lazy louts who hunted gold until they starved, or shiftless settlers in need of the hard discipline of martial laws. Yet author Joseph Kelly comes to a radically different and decidedly American interpretation of these first Virginians. In his gripping account of shipwrecks and mutiny, he argues that the colonists were literally and figuratively marooned and cast into the wilderness to fend for themselves any way they could.
Yikes.
This is that history. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it was rough going back then, huh?
Yeah.
Roanoke, Jamestown.
Yeah, it wasn't
Plymouth,
like just show up and there it is.
Yeah.
The Falmouth Museums on the Green is offering their historical walking tours. These will take place from now through May on the first and third Friday of every month. So this will be Friday, January 15th, 10 to 11. Meet at the Hallett Barn at 9:45. Reservations aren't required, but they would like to have them so that they can plan. You can call their number or email info@museumsonthegreen.org.
Nice.
And so that will take place weather permitting. On Saturday, January 16th, 7 p.m., the Falmouth Jewish Congregation is offering online a live stream concert honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The name of the group says it all, Afro-Semitic Experience. Imagine a band that smoothly and creatively moves from klezmer to hard bop in the same piece. Imagine musicians who have found a way to play with the feel of both a synagogue and an African-American church. Their music brings joy and enthusiasm to their audiences, who are invariably on their feet dancing to the music.
Wow.
Sounds like fun,
cool,
doesn't it?
I like that.
During their performances, they tell stories about what the pieces mean, how they relate, and how they reflect upon the relations between Blacks and Jews.
Nice.
And then finally, on Saturday, January 16th at 8 p.m., part of the Woods Hole Film Festival, they'll be presenting Unapologetic as part of Film Festival Day. Director is Ashley O'Shea. The film will be available to watch anytime on January 15th and 16th. Unapologetic captures a tense and polarizing moment in Chicago's fight for the livelihood of its Black residents. The film follows Janae and Bella, two young millennial organizers, as they work within the movement for Black lives to seek justice for Rekia Boyd and Laquan McDonald, two young Black people killed by Chicago police.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, there you go. Woods Hole Film Festival. And I think that takes us through
The weekend.
this week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, if there's new stuff that comes on, you're going to put it on the website.
Sure. And so keep checking the website. New stuff goes on there regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. And as always, take advantage of all the great stuff out there. You know, the weather's been pretty good. I've
Yeah, it has.
been able to be outside and do things, just wear a mask,
Mm-hmm.
follow the
Wash
rules.
your hands.
Yeah, wash your
Keep your
hands.
distance.
Shop local, eat local.
Shop local, eat
A lot of
local.
takeout.
Yeah.
So
Takeout, exactly.
you know the drill. So
Yeah,
make it a great week.
And enjoy your week.
Yeah.